your job.
Put the gun down before you kill someone.
Teenage Girl's Diary.
Hello and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I am your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we're the Newlydeads.
We are.
And if this is your first time tuning in, whether you're watching us or listening to us on a podcast, welcome. If this is not your first time, welcome back. This is a half-hour chat show where Mr. Newlydad and I discuss a movie that we watched prior to the show. And, we have thoughts on it. Joel likes to say, we have thoughts.
We have thoughts. We do have thoughts.
We have lots of thoughts.
Lots of thoughts.
And
7 thoughts.
Yes. And if you would like to learn more about us and what we do in the world, you can go to our website, which is thenewlydeads.com, for all of your Newlydeads needs. We both do a blog. My blog has slowed down a little bit because I don't have any current places to review, but I review local small businesses. Not always local, I should just say small businesses.
Un poquito.
Yeah. And if you've got a small business that you would like me to review, you can also send me an email at contact@thenewlydeads.com. Joel does reviews on movies. So, yeah.
That's weird.
What's weird?
That I review movies.
That's not weird. Not weird at all.
We gotta get on that. Get some more people.
Yeah.
Get some feelers out.
Yeah.
We got a whole market to...
If you have a local business that you want me to review, it can be anything. I've reviewed a small business that did just like a consulting kind of firm kind of thing.
Henna tattoos.
Jewelry.
Candle makers.
Soap. Yep. Soap making. Candle making.
Artists.
Yep. I want to say food.
We'll say food. But there is going to be
175-ish vendors at a place that we are going to be vending at also, because we are makers and artists. And that is going to be in October at the Witches Market. It's going to be fun. There's going to be bands playing. There's going to be food and vendors, like lots of artists and makers and of all kinds. And, any walk of life is welcome to come join us at the Witches Market. It's going to be in Belvedere at the Boone County Fairgrounds on October 5th. And it runs from noon to 9, I believe. Joel will probably put a little
You've
thing
already
up
seen
here.
it at this point. We should hit all those people up, though. That's a lot of people you could write about.
That is 175 people I could write about.
I mean, you've already written about like 25 of them.
Yeah.
30.
That's where I get a lot of my content was from them.
Incidentally, Shaggy is very animated, so if you're hearing a lot of dog noises, it's because he's being nutso right now.
You probably can't hear it because I feel like these microphones don't really pick up weird noises like
Sometimes
that.
you see a foot flies up in the air, Yeah. Like the song.
He likes to
by Aerosmith.
Foot flying. Oh, yeah, with your feet flying up in the air.
Singing, hey, diddle, diddle, there's a doggy in the middle.
Yeah.
That's not the words.
No,
I don't care.
But we do record out of our house, and that's why there's some weird dogs.
Like this one.
Like this guy on my lap.
He's weird. He's cute.
Yeah. So, again, thanks for being here. And if you are watching this and you want to listen to us, you can find us on usually Spotify or any other podcasting places that Spotify likes to send it out to. Or if you are listening to this and you want to watch us, go to our website, because that's where you can find all the fun goods about what channels we're on. We're on multiple channels, so including YouTube. And we do have a YouTube channel where you can watch our other videos, like we do snack videos. It's called Sinister Snacks. And then, we do following around videos, coffee review called Coffinated. What else did you say?
Unboxings.
Joel does an unboxing video. Stuff. He does those very frequently because he gets a subscriber box at least once a month from Vinegar Syndrome. But we are here to talk about a movie. That is the whole purpose of this show. This week, we watched something from the 9 big box of horror movies, which there's not even 9 on here. There's 5, I believe.
Yes.
We did watch one of them already called Hurt. Yes, Hurt.
Which we didn't hate.
We didn't hate it. Yeah.
Better
And
than
this time we watched something called The Cellar Door.
Which we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, hi. He's petting me back.
Oh.
So yeah, should we just get right into the really short synopsis that's like one sentence long?
Un poquito synopsis.
All right. So Herman, which consequently I named my car Herman, not after this guy. Herman seeks girl next door types to capture, torture, and kill in his basement. But his latest victim, Rudy, has other plans. I told you it was short. It's 86 minutes long. Oh, wait. Rated R for strong, bloody violence and terror and language.
Lots of screaming.
Lots of screaming.
And occasionally food.
And some stabbings.
And some stabbing, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A reasonable amount of stabbing for
an
average horror film, for sure.
Yeah. So sorry for the short little synopsis there, but that's all they wrote. I was going to say that's all she wrote, but that's all they wrote.
It's the 9 Big Bucks of Horror Fun fan for having fault for having so many movies on there. They can't have long ones. They got to have short ones.
Yeah. See, if they would have just said 5 big box of movies and then had more room somewhere to write the more synopsis. I don't know.
You get the idea.
We get the idea. So yeah, I think we should probably get onto the trailer. The trailer is being pulled by a rope. It's just like a little cart. Can you make it a cart? If you're listening to this and this is your first time listening, Joel likes to put little trailers up when we say it's time for the trailer. So I like to tell him what the trailer looks like.
It's time for the perky trailer.
It is time for the perky trailer. So, all right. You good with that? It's like a cart with a squeaky wheel, you know?
What is with the squeaky wheels?
I just like squeaky wheels.
She likes the squeaky wheels.
It makes a cute noise. And then the people that are listening will be able to hear the trailer instead of, it has to honk or whatever most of the time. All right. We will be right back.
In an ordinary house, on an ordinary street, a nightmare is about to unfold.
Gonna kill me? I'll be good, I promise.
To be the only one who survives.
Is this what you want?
All your fault. She'll need strength.
Nobody likes you. She didn't like you. I hate you.
Willpower.
I'm gonna need a little appreciation from you.
And animal cunning.
I'm really worried. She's gone.
In this primitive world of traps and cages, freedom is just a few steps away. The Cellar Door.
There's no way for you to get out!
From Tri-Coast International.
Welcome back. Hopefully you liked that trailer. I'm sure it was farty.
Oh, you think so? I don't know.
Usually is.
We'll
Farty,
find out.
tooty, toots and farts.
Toots. You have a friend named Toots.
I do have a friend named Toots.
Toots.
Yeah, but it's like, Tootsy.
Not like the band Toots and the Maytals. That's different.
No. Mm-mm. Just Tootsie Fly. That's her name. Well, that's her nickname. Tootsie Flyola, if you're really sassy.
So whenever we watch a movie, I always take notes so that we have a little bit of a direction as far as where we head with the discussion, little things we want to remember, stuff like that. And when I take notes, I draw pictures And
I
sometimes
did not take notes this time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sometimes she takes notes and she draws pictures.
I drew
But,
pictures in my mind.
She did.
I wanted to pay attention to the movie, which, sometimes drawing and like taking notes helps me to stay awake, and sometimes it doesn't. But this time
50.
I stayed awake.
She did.
The whole
So this time what I drew was a funnel because Alex.
Is that Herman?
And then I don't know. I just started drawing, and that's what I ended
That
up
looks like
with.
Herman.
Oh.
With glasses. He didn't have glasses.
Oh, he
What's
didn't.
up with the funnel?
Oh,
Because of the P?
No, because I was thinking about how to best get stuff transferred.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I was trying to figure out, and was what I came up with. Is a funnel.
Yeah. But he also used a funnel.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
For
he
her
did, didn't
pee.
he? I forgot about that.
He was weird.
Herman was
Gross.
no bueno. So the Cellar Door is from 2007. It's currently sitting at 4.1 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database. This was directed by one Matt Zettel, who is known for a film called Resurrection County, Axe to Grind. I think we have an axe, don't we? We don't ever grind it, though.
Like a little, little
pocket
axe. I have a purse axe.
Purse axe is what it was. And this one is in development, so there's no poster, there's nothing. Actually, it's just in pre-production, like they're trying to get it off the ground. The Cellar Door 2 Preymates. That's Prey mates. Preymates.
Preymates.
Yes. Apparently the synopsis reads that Rudy, is trying to get back to her normal life when Herman gets released from the jail or mental health asylum or whatever.
I wasn't sure if he was going to die at the end then.
And spoiler alert, yeah, he didn't die. And now she's starting to get terrorized again, but there's some question as to whether it's. Oh wait, no, I got that wrong.
Oh,
he's not released yet. He is or he isn't. I don't know. But there's a copycat that's stalking Rudy. Now I'm not sure if they're.
Why is it always stalking her?
Well, because that was his last victim that survived,
and somebody thought he was cool.
So yeah, this guy is like, he's my hero. So he's gonna go after his last victim. As you do.
He's a turd burglar.
Shaggy, what are you doing? Are you stuck? Hi.
Nope, he's fine.
Okay. So this was written by Christopher Nelson, who wrote The Cellar Door and Part 2. Good job, Shaggy. So this stars one James Dumont as Herman, who is known for The Righteous Gemstones, which if you're a fan of The Righteous Gemstones on Max, which I am, you will know that character. He was also in Spencer Confidential, which was the movie reboot of the Spencer novelizations that were out back in the day that I think Spencer for Hire this show was based on the books, but this was a reboot with Mark Wahlberg, which got some mixed reviews. I thought it was kind of fun. And a movie called Vampire Riders with a Z. Riders with a Z. And then as the titular role of Rudy, this stars Michelle Tomlinson, who is from Kung Fu Femmes, which sounds like a fun little movie.
It does. It sounds like a Joel movie.
Brain Dead 2007, not to be confused with the Peter Jackson Brain Dead, aka Dead Alive. Different one. Alien Vengeance. There's a subtitle here. Alien Vengeance. Oh, The Other Me. That's the subtitle. And then I put this one in at the end because I saw it as I was looking over her profile, and I'm like, I'm going to add this one at the last minute. So she was also in a movie called George's Intervention, which is about a zombie who's addicted to eating people or something like that, and they have like an intervention. And it just looked kind of like it might be kind of
like
dumb.
A funny,
like a funny kind of dumb, fun, silly
movie
sort of thing.
I said movie, and he put his ears up like
He likes movies.
Movie.
He doesn't care.
Like a movie.
So at this point, my wife turns to me and says,
"What did you think of the movie?"
And Bailey yawns because he's bored. So at first, this started off with some really shaky camera work, and it felt very low budget, which it was.
Yeah.
almost to the point of being a little too much shaky camera work.
Yeah, and like the volume was like difficult in the beginning of the movie too. Like, you know, they was like muffly, like whoever did the sound work or whatever wasn't doing great in the beginning.
Like they were wearing a muffler.
Mufflers.
And then we realized that Herman is either the like the best criminal ever or the worst criminal ever, because he didn't have to wear gloves when he was disposing of a body.
He wore them sometimes,
But then other
but not
times-
when you should be.
Right. When he's outside, he gets a dead body. It kind of opens with a body disposal. And he gets the dead body and he's taking it out to set it up for display. Like it's in a wedding dress and it's got like, it's been all done up and he's made it all look fancy. And yeah, zero gloves anywhere.
And then buries it.
Putting tape on it. He's gotten touching the plastic bag, just like fingerprints everywhere. And then when he's in his own basement and he's got Rudy in a cage and he's, you know, keeping her, then he's using gloves.
Weird. Actually, he did it when he broke into her house.
Oh yeah, and he put on a ski mask.
Yeah,
and he did it,
but it didn't have a hole for the mouth.
in broad daylight.
It was like a hat that someone like cut just 2 eye holes in.
He probably cut 2 eye holes in it. He's weird. Like I said, either the greatest criminal ever because he doesn't need some of those things, or the worst criminal ever who's going to
It's like
get
they
caught.
couldn't find a ski mask. So they like made one.
They're like, get that hat over there, cut the holes in it. I don't know why he talks like that.
And it was like weird shaped eye holes.
It was. There was no dialogue for the first like 20 minutes or something. It was just him humming the song that became like a focal point. Finally, they started talking. I thought maybe it was going to be like a silent like thing. And I don't know how you felt about this, but this really felt like an Uli Lamel film. You know, Borderline Cult. Felt very like a kindred spirit. Like he's been watching Uli Lamel films and he's like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
A little bit.
Vibe? Would you say that's accurate? There's lots of screaming, kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it felt less purposeful. Like in Chainsaw Massacre, like that's kind of, it goes with the aesthetic of the film. This just felt like it was there for the sake of being there. I don't know. I didn't care for it. Which I even wrote, not a fan so far because there's not much of a story. And then once you kind of get going, you realize that basically it's just Herman and Rudy's movie. And actually in the cast, there's 7 people total. Very, very small. Because there's the missionaries, there's Rudy's friend, there's Rudy, there's Herman, there's the lady at the store that keeps bugging him, and then the very first girl at the beginning. There's some other background actors, but it's a really, really small cast. If we can even name them off after watching it yesterday. His eyes are closing as you're scratching. And then there's a weird question mark, and I kind of made my decision on what film I was going to recommend based on this, because as we're watching it, Rudy keeps getting these weird flashbacks to
flashbacks,
a prior victim, which it felt like flashbacks to me. But Laura said
she was getting premonitions because she was dreaming about it, and like the chick was like, "This is where I'm buried."
She says it like that too.
She
didn't say it like that.
No, but you know, it was like.
So you feel like it was something supernatural?
Yeah, well, 1,000% it was, because she even said, she goes to Herman, she was like, hey, "Did you have someone down here before?" And he's like,
well, she noticed the fingernails jammed in the wood.
Yeah, but she kept dreaming about her, and like she dreamt about like where she was at in the woods and everything, and like, you know, it was just all these weird premonitions and stuff that she kept having.
Because I wrote down, you know, is she dreaming or is she just tripping? Because you know, he like gave her drugs a couple times.
It was just ether. Just ether.
It
was just ether.
Just a little, you know.
Bailey.
He wants to be in
Sorry.
I hope you like dog butt.
Yeah.
Oh, also, and before I forget, I have 2 words for you. Chocolate cake.
Yeah, that was disgusting. I mean, she's locked up in a basement, pooping and peeing in a bedpan, basically. And like, you know, she's got her monthly visitor or whatever, and like not washing her hands. She's super dirty. And he like makes her a chocolate cake. And like, she goes, "Come here, I want to feed it to you." And like, so she like feeds it to him. And he's like licking it off of her dirty old fingernails and fingers. And it looks like poo.
Although there was actual poo at a different
Yeah,
point.
he like kept keeping stool samples and like
her blood and just, like,
tampons that
random
she
stuff.
used, and ew.
And I wrote here sloppy killer, but sometimes not sloppy. He's very inconsistent. Then when the missionaries show up towards the end of the film, when it's starting to reach the third act, what the hell? Like,
I feel like it just sped up, and they were just like, well, let's just end it now.
But I mean, was that really? I mean, I guess that was the that's what I'm looking for, like the linchpin to the whole thing falling apart is the missionaries. And why would he let them in his house to begin with?
He shouldn't even answered the door.
Right.
He would have just not answered the door. They would have went away.
It didn't. It felt very out of character for what. I mean, I guess they were
It was
trying to
weird,
establish that he
too.
was like a very kind of namby-pamby. I don't know what that word even means, but you know what? I mean, you know what it means, but I don't know where it comes from. I'll put that here actually. But that, yeah, he was just like willing to do whatever anybody wanted him to do, but he also, that's kind of why he was so mean and vicious to the people he captured, because he's used to kind of being wishy-washy. But then some of the stuff he's not so wishy-washy. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't make him mad, or he'll beat you in the head with a bat.
There was also one scene where whoever was doing the special effects, continuity, whatever, after he had murdered or stabbed or somebody to the point where there was a lot of blood, he was walking around and he had a shirt on. It looked like he'd opened like a jar of strawberry jam and just like it exploded. But it was all dried. So it was like, it was just strange. It looked like somebody took a marker and drew blood on his shirt. And then before we get to the end of the movie, I don't know if we're doing spoilers or not. This is 2007, so it's a while ago. They pull the standard girl or boy gets out of hostage situation, flips the script, and puts the person in the jail cell or whatever, and then either tortures them for the next 15, 20 minutes, or leaves them there to die or whatever, and walks away scot-free or not so scot-free. And that's kind of what happens here. Is she gets him trapped in there after she stabs him a lot
And leaves him.
and she's wearing a wedding dress. She's trying to get him to think that she wants to go along with all of his plans, and she's covered in blood, and it's supposed to be kind of a very stark kind of image. The way that they did the blood and everything, it didn't work. I've seen horror movies with people in wedding gowns that are very effective. This was unfortunately not one of those. And then the movie ends with the song that he's been humming the whole time.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know the song? Like actually know what the song was?
I think so. Now I can't remember what it was.
Because I don't remember actually recognizing the song, but he kept humming it. And he's like, I didn't know the words. I just would hum the song. I knew the melody. So like the whole movie, he's like, There's not a lot to this movie. Like if you're okay with
creepy, like
almost like a slice of life kind of thing. There's no like not a lot of reason why he's doing what he's doing. He just goes, kidnaps somebody, then he goes back and forth to the store until eventually they try to escape, and then a lot of death happens. Like that's the plot. Like,
yep.
There's really nothing more to it. And I'm not saying you have to have a lot more, but sometimes, especially if the characters are interesting or they're not interesting, you need something more to keep you interested in the storyline. And I feel like they didn't quite accomplish that goal, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Would we watch this again?
No. No need.
Bailey, would you watch it again?
No.
Even Bailey says no, and that's unusual. He watches a lot of crap.
He says, no.
Yeah, he can't even see, in color.
No.
He likes black and white movies.
He does.
Which is all of them.
I mean, they can see in some sort of colors.
They got
it's
some.
It's not the same kind of colors we see.
No, but they're cuter than at least I am. All right. So is it that time already?
Yeah.
I guess?
Out of 5.
5 what?
Chocolate cakes.
Oh, you had to bring that back up again. It's all right. I brought it up to make you go, what the heck?
Yeah, it was gross.
So I didn't really have to think about this too much, because I'll just tell you right now, if you can't tell, I did not really like this movie that much. However, I'm just curious enough that if the movie ever gets made, the second one, because it's not actually like in production, it's just like pre-production stuff, I might consider watching it just to see where they take the story.
Yeah, I would.
But I would only do it if we were going to review it. Like I wouldn't do it just to watch it. Yeah, he's enjoying that. So based on that, I ended up at a 0.25 out of 5. So not even a.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 0.5.
You didn't fall asleep, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
I was entertained to, somewhat. I mean, it was gross, and I wasn't really into any of the characters. I didn't even like Rudy that much,
Then it made us swear off chocolate cake for a while, I guess. So. And why couldn't, if he, has enough room in his basement, and he's building this like place for them to be, why couldn't he make it big enough that they could at least like lay down comfortably or put a chair in there or something?
Yeah, because he like wants them to be like his bride, essentially.
But
yeah, like why don't you be a little nicer? You know what I'm saying?
It's like you could lay down in it, but you had to kind of curl up. Most of the time, you'd be forced to stand. There wasn't really like any place to sit per se. I mean, you could sit on the ground, but again, it's kind of cramped. So I don't quite understand the logic there.
I think it's the control thing.
Probably.
All right.
So yeah.
Well, if you don't want to watch this, but you do want to watch something, what does Joel have in mind and recommend?
So I went back and forth on this quite a bit during the course of the film. And I finally kind of decided to lean into the thing you were talking about that I still am a little, I'd like to hear the director tell me that was the plan, because I still feel a little wonky on it. But the fact that there was kind of a supernatural element. So I went with 2021's The Black Phone.
Oh.
So if you haven't seen that, it's a heartwarming story of
torture and kidnapping.
The grabber is Ethan Hawke's character's name, who kidnaps children, brings them down to his basement lair thingy, and he locks them up in there, and then he does whatever he does to them. And he's been doing this a while, because eventually what happens to the most recent person that he's kidnapped is that kid starts seeing the dead kids that he's caught before, and they're calling him on the black phone that's in the basement that doesn't work. And then eventually you start seeing them too, because they're kind of manifested and they tell their story. And so it's basically a similar story, but with
like a way more supernatural element.
Right, where they've kind of ratcheted that up, and the villain in it is a lot more effective. The kid that's the kidnap victim for the majority of the film is very good. It's a pretty darn good movie all the way around. So. Thought it was a much better version of what they were trying to do here, but didn't quite.
That's a good choice. Yeah.
I'll save my other one. I won't tell you what it was, because I'll save it for another time.
Okay. I can't blow this up. Nope. All right. So what are we watching next week?
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I got to get that out. Next week, we are watching 2014's
Devil's Due. It's very, very scary, according to, Eli Roth. Eli Roth thinks it's very, very scary.
I mean, he doesn't necessarily mean that it's like terrifying, like he was afraid, but that maybe that it's effectively scary, perhaps.
Very, very scary. Okay, so when is this from?
2014. Did you guys fart, Puppy?
So a true love can't escape pure evil, it says on the back. A young couple's blessed event turns into their worst nightmare in one of the most terrifying horror films ever conceived. After a mysterious night on their honeymoon, Zach and Samantha McCall find themselves dealing with an earlier than planned pregnancy. While recording everything on video for posterity, Zach notices odd behavior in his wife, which they initially attribute to nerves, although it soon becomes evident that the disturbing changes to Samantha's body and mind have a much more sinister origin. That sounds creepy. Oh, I mean, it looks creepy.
The cover looks sort of creepy, but oops, I hit my mic. Sorry, guys.
Zach Gilford and Allison Miller are in it.
Yeah, we'll find out who they are soon enough. I didn't look at the back. I just grabbed it because it was obviously a horror film.
It looks like somebody's being like,
I can't see that,
forcibly pushed up against the wall, like a priest, like an old priest and a young priest,
and a Darth Vader force choke. Did you want to blow something up? I know you like blowing things up. I'm done with them. Did it blow up? Didn't even make it to the ground. Why are you sniffing me so hard? Oh, now I got a kiss. Now it blew up.
Yep.
You're welcome.
All right.
Oh, well, and if you didn't notice what you knocked it into, there is a film canister we purchased for our set that eventually we built, but I thought I'd show it off so you guys could take a look at it. So there you go. All right. Well, that's promising.
That's
Maybe we'll
it.
have a good one next week.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you again for watching. Again, you can find us at thenewlydeads.com if you want more information or more content. And until next week,
Keep it cheap and creepy.
bye.
Go look after your mother and sister.
Where are you going? I'm gonna finish this. Goodbye, Tom.
Could we interest you in some chocolate?
Chocolate? Did you say chocolate? Chocolate? Chocolate! 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 Chocolate!
Lady.
Chocolate! 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 Chocolate!
No, don't hurt us! No, please don't hurt me, please!
Finally! I've been trying to catch you boys all day! Now that I've got you right where I want you, I'd like to buy all your chocolate.